going on, bros and girls? So today I'll be sitting down my usual PC and or Android tech, and I'm gonna be an Apple fanboy and do an unboxing of the iPad 4. It's a 4th generation model, which is the newest model out currently, and compared to the last gen iPad 3, it packs a faster processor, an improved front camera, and the new Lightning connector. The retina display remains unchanged, but why mess with a good thing, as I've only heard high praise of the screen, which is the main reason why I got the iPad. This specific model I'll be taking a look at is the 16 gig Wi-Fi version in white, and for the most up-to-date pricing and availability, I've included some links in the description below. So before I take you guys for a tour around the box, I'm just going to take my skinny but long tool and break open the shrink wrap and remove it because it's creating a bit of reflection off of the camera. And as I'm doing that, I'll take you through a rundown of some of the internal specs. It's got a dual-core A6X processor running at 1.6 GHz, which is supposed to be twice as fast as the last gen. It's also got 1 gig of RAM and a quad-core PowerVR GPU that's probably the fastest in terms of 3D performance for all you tablet gamers out there. And now that we got the box condom out of the way, touring around the box, on the top you see a picture of the product showing what color you got. On the 4 sides you have either the iPad text or your half-eaten Apple logo, and along the bottom you can pause the video and read it for yourself, but it shows the box contents, which we'll be looking at in just a moment. And on the other corner there's your UPC SKUs, and lastly the usual designed in Cali, assembled in China text. So onto the unboxing. The first thing you see when you take your top off is the iPad itself, and Apple is always great with packaging as they have these little pull tabs to aid those who have never taken something out of a box in their life. And we'll get back to the iPad itself, but before that we'll take a look at all the accessories included. The first accessory is your power brick, mine being of the North American type, which has the fold-out double prong on the corner that erects itself to double penetrate the power socket. The next thing you have is your documentation, including a basic guide of the iPad in French and English, and the usual Apple stickers, so you can show your undying love of the company. The next thing you see underneath all those is the 8-pin Thunderbolt cable, which has a few advantages over the old 30-pin, like being able to throw it in either way, and it allows for smaller devices to be designed in the future. The one main con of the cable is that you do have to get all new accessories if the separate 30 to 8-pin adapter isn't compatible with the accessories fitment. So onto the iPad 4 itself. The first thing you'll notice is that it has a protective plastic around it, which I'm assuming is for anyone who gets overly excited about iPads and accidentally spills their liquid excitement all over the screen. Like absolutely coats it with their stuff. And get your mind out of the gutter, I'm talking about spilling a drink on it. And once you have that last layer off, you now have your beautiful, unsoiled iPad in its full naked glory. Looking at the front, you'll notice the 9.7-inch LED backlit IPS display, which has, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe it has up to 11 points multi-touch, which I question where the 11th point would be, as you have your 10 fingers, but what other part of your body would you touch the iPad with? Okay, so moving along, you notice the front design is very aesthetically clean, with the glass expanding past the white border all the way to the edge of the device, and the only two things interrupting the border are the improved 720p front-facing camera and the home button. And if you've ever handled an iPad, you may be wondering what that faint little dot above the FaceTime camera is, and that is your ambient light sensor. The rear end is clean as well, and probably the best looking ass I've seen on a tablet, with a one-piece aluminum casing and a well laid out placement of the controls. On the top left corner you see the power/standby switch, the screen rotation lock/mute switch, and the volume rocker. And besides those, the larger circle facing towards the back is your 5 megapixel iSight camera, which shoots 1080p video. Looking along the top edge you have your microphone as well as your 3.5mm headphone jack on the other corner. Along the right side of the device you got nothing, and along the very bottom you have your lightning cable connector and your built-in speaker. So now I'll just take you guys for a quick first boot of the tablet. The first thing you see is the usual embossed Apple logo, followed by the language selector, and I'm assuming since you're watching this you'll pick English. Then after that you have your country or region screen. And upon initial feel, judging just by the text on this screen, the iPad does look extremely smooth when scrolling. Last thing I want to show you guys before we go is a quick size comparison. This phone here is the 4.8-inch Samsung Galaxy S3, which is approximately half the diagonal size of the iPad, and the other phone is the cute little iPhone 4S with its little itty bitty titty 3.5-inch display. So let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a review of this product. And I hope you guys all enjoyed my unboxing and overview of the Apple Retina iPad 4. If you did, please thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And follow me on Twitter, it would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, YouTube, peace.